All right, hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Trading Bitcoin with your host, Tone Vays. This is traveling throughout. I got one day here in New York, and then it's off. It's off to Las Vegas. So I'm heading out to Las Vegas. I'll be there tomorrow. So that should be fun. I can't take it anymore. I can't take staying at home anymore. So I have no home. I had to temporarily make a home, which not ideal for me. I'm getting back on the road, and we're gonna start traveling. Um, the quarantine is really getting to me, though my political views are spot on. But we're not going to talk about that today. Today, we're only going to talk about the price. Please see my Twitter for my views on what happened in Washington, D.C. over the weekend. Okay, where is my chart? Oh, that's what happened. Okay, let's close that. Okay, here we go. All right. We're going to stick to only markets, even though I'm getting very little views these days, mostly because of the political views, but I don't care. Since my computer was restarted, let's take a look at the oscillators. The monthly RSI is still very overvalued, and as long as it stays there, you don't really have to worry about it much. Not the monthly, sorry, the weekly. I can't believe this month is half over. Wow. I remember going into December just the other day, and now December is halfway done. Let's look at the MACD. The MACD is still fully bullish, very bullish, in fact. And let's see what happens if that eventually crosses over. Eventually, everything does, but we'll see. And the CMF is, of course, very bullish. The weekly scale is very, very bullish. Let's look at the candle itself. The candle itself is not that bad. Last night, we did go up and we did break to a new high, but we did not cross the high from 2 weeks ago. But we are on the verge. We're going to talk about my view on short-term bullishness a little bit later or right now when we get to the daily chart. I'm going to look at the oscillators first. As you can see, if we look at the funding rate is slightly favoring the bears, but very, very slightly. I think there is definitely more room here before you should be concerned about the funding rate. The RSI is certainly favoring the bears, not the bulls. We have fallen out of the overbought condition, and we have just made a new swing low, and we have not yet made a new swing high. What about the MACD? The MACD is also favoring the bears. This is going to be a little bit of a contradiction here between the price action and the oscillators. The MACD kicked off the bearish trend very nicely on November 24th, and it has now been 3 weeks. 3 weeks since the MACD has been going down. Is it time for the MACD to cross over in this upper half of the chart? Now, this happened in 2019 several times. You can see it right here and here, and that worked out well. So let's see if that happens again here in 2020 or the last days of 2020. And the CMF is, of course, very positive, even though it is trending down. What about the price action? The price action is most important. As you can see, earlier today, so sometime overnight in the US, we slightly pierced that line, which is my line in the sand. So I'm going to end up with another slight dilemma here, where we have the MRI counts, and the MRI count is up to 4. I would love to buy the breakout of this channel, but ideally I would love to buy it on a number that's 1 through 4. And I have not yet bought this breakout because it's happening very, very slowly. So in a more perfect world, I would want a few more days of consolidation, just a few more days of consolidation, maybe even a pullback to the 18.5, 18.6 area, maybe 18.7. If there is a chance we can touch this moving average, if there's a chance we can touch the 50-day moving average before the breakout, that would make the breakout all that much stronger. However, I am liking this breakout, and I will be logged in to my retirement account today to potentially pick up GBTC because I don't want to miss this last push to 22,000 because I think it's going to happen. So I am pretty bullish here. I just need to time the buying opportunity. And I would love to time this buying opportunity on a breakout above this line as we get a 2 or a 3, not a 5 or a 6. So we'll see. But I like this consolidation. This consolidation above 19,000 is making me very, very bullish. The weekly chart is also resetting. Where did the MRI go? The weekly chart is resetting. And I would love for the weekly chart to just also consolidate and break out. Maybe it's best for a breakout to happen the first week of January, like kick off the year with a bullish move, similar to how the year 2017 got kicked off. Here is the monthly chart, and let's see how 2017 got kicked off. Here is the first candle of 2017, and it was a pretty neutral candle, but here it is. So January 2017 was a little bit volatile, but if you bought any time in January, almost any time in January, you were set for the whole year. The bull of 2017 got kicked off in December. So it was 1 month earlier. We can go to the weekly chart and take a look at which week kicked it off. But if you bought in the beginning of December 2016, at no point were you losing money for actually forever. If you bought in December 2016 going into the 2017 bubble, we didn't come close to going back to 700. And it's possible here as well. It's possible we can kick this off. Honestly, I think the whole thing got kicked off here at around 12,000. At around 12,000, we kicked off the bull trend, and it's starting to look unlikely we will ever go below 12,000 ever again. Very, very unlikely. So this area here, this breakout above 12,000 in October is very similar to the breakout that we had in December of 2016. And we never came close to these prices. Well, we came close. We came down to 3K, and this was 700. So it was about 4x that. So if this kicks off the next bull market, it's not going to be like 2017, of course. I do believe we're going to fall down lower than 4x that amount, because that means that we go, otherwise it means we go to like 500,000 and then don't drop below 100,000. That's basically the equivalent. That's not going to happen. As much as us Bitcoiners would like for that to happen, it's not going to happen. But we do still have a monthly MRI top, and I need to respect it. But we still have time here. We could also top next month. I do think that if we go to 23,000, there will be a short-term top that's going to pull us back to the current area of 19,000. But in either case, I am ready to go long here, though I haven't done it yet. Like I said, in a perfect world, I would love for these to just consolidate, just for Bitcoin to stay above 1850 and below 1950. So stay in a $1,000 range, which isn't hard considering Bitcoin has already moved $500 up and down in the last 12 hours. So if it stays in this $1,000 range between 850 and 950 for about a week, it will allow time for the 50-period moving average to come up, touch the price, and then kick off the next leg to the upside. Short-term look. Late last night, we broke out above that blue line that I put on here while I was getting my haircut. And we pierced this line again just now, but we're currently sitting below it. I think this is pretty critical. I'll probably buy a little bit GBTC today because I have travel days coming up. I'm busy the rest of the day today, and then tomorrow is yet another travel day. So better buy some now before I miss it, and we'll see what happens. I am leaning bullish here on the short-term chart. GBTC, speaking of GBTC, I'm going to wait for the market. I don't think the market has opened yet. Well, market opened, but this is a delayed chart. So maybe in 5 minutes, I'll be able to see what the price of GBTC is, and it's probably significantly higher. But that's okay. Bitcoin dominance, we don't really care about. What about gold? Let's see how gold's doing. Gold is having a nice bullish day. I am pretty bullish gold. So this is good. We just have to get over the last swing high. We're establishing a higher low. All we now need to do is break the prior swing high, which is the high of early December. What about the stock market? Stock market is having a nice bullish day as well, which is good. I mean, anytime the market goes up, that's good. And that's all my market commentary. Any questions? Ascending triangle on daily Bitcoin. I don't see it. I don't see an ascending triangle because this is out of whack. So here's your, that's a 4 hour, sorry. Maybe. It's a little out of whack. Yeah, I can see it. I can see the ascending triangle. Is that a big one? Oh, sorry, guys. I'm a little tired. You need one more touch, though. You're missing a touch off the horizontal. It's missing something. It's definitely missing something. It's missing one more pullback and then higher. So this can be a triangle. I'll probably leave it so I don't forget the triangle. I just got to make it green. Triangle's there, but it needs one more touch. It needs one more touch. If it breaks out, it's not really a triangle. It needs three. I need my triangles to have 3 touches on both sides. I can consider this 2 touches, and that's my 3rd touch. But we're going to get a 4th touch if we pull back. I need one more touch at the bottom horizontal. Sorry, the bottom diagonal line. Head and shoulders on the 4 hour. Not really. No. No, I don't see a head and shoulders. I'm going to keep this video short. I'm also doing laundry, which I need to attend to. And that's it. We wait for the election certification. We'll see what happens. I will probably be less political next year once the president is confirmed. The media doesn't confirm the president. Let's see who gets sworn in. And but we may be talking about, well, let me not talk about what I'm going to talk about because that can also get me in trouble. So I probably won't be as political next year because I would consider it a lost cause. A lost cause. Okay. that is it. I'm traveling. I may or may not see some of you in Vegas, considering how contagious you think I am. I'll hang out with anyone, but I'm not wearing a mask. I'll wear a mask to walk into a restaurant because of the restaurant rules. But if you're hanging out with me, you're not wearing a mask. Oh, I'm not wearing a mask. I don't care what you do. I don't tell other people what to do. You want to wear a mask? Wear a mask. I'm not. I will take off that mask every chance I get because I think they're ridiculous and they don't help. That's it. That's it for me. And I will see you guys on the next video tomorrow, probably from the airport. Depends how much time I have. All right. Talk to you guys later. Bye. Oh, wait, I have a question. BitcoinTreasuries.org. Do you think Munchin ban unhosted wallets news will tank the market? Yeah, I do. I think if Munchin does announce that you can't host your own keys, that will tank the market, and that would be a bit of a problem for people, and more of a reason to get the fuck out of the US. Bitcoin treasuries? Oh, I don't even have McAfee antivirus. God. Yeah. No, I can't go to the site. It's been flagged. I don't want to go to the site. I have a new computer. I don't want, and I'm using a Windows machine. The last thing I need is viruses. I know McAfee antivirus is probably the biggest virus I have in my computer, but still, sorry. The site needs to get better SSL stuff. Now that's it for me.